Ave Dominus Hello, everybody. Let me pull up a couple of things that I forgot to pull up. I'm smart. I'm so smart. I also need to get the monitor up. But hello, everyone. I'm Ron, and my voice is gonna sound a little crazy for a little bit, but it'll go away. Everything will normalize. Don't worry about it. Let me turn this down a bit. There you go. None of you heard a difference. I just turned down the volume on my headset a bit. Go. Password. And now I'm gonna put on the headset. Okay. No, get out of. I don't care about Rachel the villain. I don't care what she's doing. She's a smelly brat. Yeah, I said it. She's a smelly fucking brat. Go back to my own fucking page, please. The Ron is live. There you go. Here's who we actually care about. I don't care about no smelly brat villains. Alright, I think I sound okay. Maybe. I don't know, I feel like I don't sound great. I'm gonna test something real quick. Does something sound slight? Oh, well, that's just gonna kill. Oh, never mind. It didn't, but it did. Alright, hold on. I don't think I held that down long enough. Or maybe I did. Okay, I did. Oh, I did. Okay. Weaker. Yeah, I guess it's fine. I don't know. It don't sound fine, but you know. I'm also a crazy person, possibly. Who dat? Oh, Audric! Ah! So Audric and the villain have wrapped up split faction. That's cool. Let me shout you out in a minute, because I know the villain is coming shortly. Oh, don't raid. Shout out Audric underscore. There's the villain. Evil has arrived. Yeah, I know. I'm unimpressed by the evil. Microphone. Oh, okay. I guess this all been fine. I'm just tweaking. Ron, you sound a bit down. What's up, my dude? Oh, I mean, it's the villain is here, so, like, I have no energy. But Rain is here. Rain and Audric are here, so that's actually, you know, reason to be happy. You know, I got cool people here. Then I also got a couple of villains who, you know, ugh. Yes. I would ask you how your split faction was going, but I said, shut the fuck up, villain. I will smack you into timeout oblivion. I will abandon you. I will abandon you. You're a villain too, Dus. But anyway, yes, I would ask you how split faction was, but I sat in a little bit, and you actually fixed your sound redeems. Well, halfway. You replaced a sound redeem. So, that's something. We accept that. That's a win. But yes, those of you, I guess, who don't know who I am, I'm the Ron. I exist. We're about to get stuck into some, whatchamacallit here. We're about to get stuck into some Doki Doki. But I had to bully a villain first. Ron, I had to go into the floor at internship for 4 hours straight. Oof. How's your back? Because I know you and your back don't have, you two don't, like, super get along. Blaze of Fire looks like a Cheeks game. Why is this the display here on the thing? Alright, here we go. Let's switch to the category. Doggy doggy. Going to do this one. Ave Maria. Yes, that is Ave Maria. Specifically sung in Latin and not German, not the original German. I even scared some people just by crawling under them, popping on the floor and saying with Herbert voice, "You want some candy? Oh, go on, Chris. It's all right. I got your little candy. Get your strapping young ass out here." But yes, Ave Maria, gratia plena. Yes, do take care of yourself, Audric. Glad that you were able to bring people with you. Thank you for bringing the squadron here. And the villain is gonna do villain things. We're not particularly concerned about villains. What? Maria gratia plena. Maria gratia plena, Papa. Ave, Ave, Dominus, Dominus, et benedicta tu mulieribus, et benedictus, et benedictus fructus ventris, ventris tui, Jesus. That and a regular save for free. I mean, I'm kind of mid. Don't worry about it. Like, it's not... I know I'm not... I know if I listen back to me singing, I'm probably going to be like, ew, that was shite. Why did I sing it? It sounds awful. I wasn't even on key. Sancta Maria Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, ora pro nobis. Yes, it's going to be a little funny one. Okie dokie. Alright. I think I have to do 2 different games to get the endings that I want. I am tired as fucking crawling and Ethernet and fiber optic cables. I can only see them. Maybe you should go get some sleep, tall villain. Alright, when's my most recent save? It was this one. Oh man. And that load is so fast. Yes. Oh man. Oh, alright. I was meant to read a poem. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into... Hold on. I forgot I meant to... I did not write a new one lately. But let me, Ah, that was a good one. I'll read me a Tonka. I believe this is Tonka. Or is it Tro? I always get them confused again. Hold on. I'm going to read me a poem. I said I was going to do it. Hold on. Yes, Tonka. So I'm going to read you a Tonka, which is a bit longer than a haiku. I'm going to read it for you. Carried on the wind, a melody filled with some melancholy notes reaches me from some place far away, and I think of you. Yes, reaches me from some place far away, and I think of you. A good Tonka. I'll read another, hold on. Well, this one's alright, I guess. Oh, this one's actually kind of alright. Hold on, I'll read this one. Children run across ruins hidden in the dirt, laughing, playing. They do not know, or they know not of the bones beneath, nor do they care much at all. Some good poems, alright, back to it. Don't worry, I just walked into... We're practicing piano again. Yeah. Ahaha. Must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination. That's a different video game. But I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it weren't for all of you. But I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. Gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious foods. And a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Alright, I'll make you fried squid. Squid? A pretty specific thing to look forward to. I think there's something about her name in squid. I think there's something like it. Monica, so you decided to broadcast me club on Twitch. I'm thrilled. It pleases me that you decided to show it to everyone. If you need advice, you don't have to worry. I appreciate you, Monica. But, I am prepared to uncover all of the secrets. And also, I'm going to be reading the poems that what I wrote. And, I'm probably going to be reading more, sonnets. And that's my 5 minutes, so I can go back to my regular talking. I'm going to be reading, like, a lot more of, like, you know, whenever there's times to read poems, I'm going to read original poems. There are a couple really, really, really good poems. Who's your favorite? Monica. Monica's done nothing wrong. So this is my first playthrough, but I've seen people play this before. I've seen people play the vanilla, I should say, to be more specific. So, I'm aware of the twists and turns. Monica did nothing wrong. Gangnam on the haters. Monica did nothing wrong. Monica's wife. Fuck these other scrubs. We don't give a shit about these scrubs. Monica truly en fuego. But yes, you will... Now, there are a couple, like, really, 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 really good poems that I wrote that... Maybe I have to go back through my first notebook. There are a couple, like, really, really, really good poems that I don't want to read. I respect Sayori. I respect her. She's a good egg. We hug her. We protect her. But I don't necessarily want to read them now because for our friend Fracture, I don't know when they're doing their poetry reading, but I dropped 2 poems for them, 2 Petrarchan sonnets, and they were... I don't remember how long ago I wrote them, but, like, they legit made me tear up. Like, they were real good. But, you know, we're gonna hoop. Alright. Maybe I'll write a brand new poem today. Who knows? Very specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Alright, make a star. You're in 5 minutes on the fucking clock. Here we go again, darling. Oh, right. Somebody redeemed a self-care, and I never did that, darling. One moment. A bit of a sip. Would you ever open a masterclass in writing poetry? I'm not sure I would. Owing purely, darling, to the fact that, I'm not really sure how I could teach it. I just sort of, certain words and combinations of words and emotions sort of, well up in me, and I can sort of put them down. Gatekeeping well, it's not that, it's more the, Oh, little troll you. Listen up, darling. Here's a story about a little guy who lives in a blue world, and all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. That's the only poetry you need, darling. Anyway, back to it, before we scare canonically accurate Monica away from my chat. Scared by the sudden changes of voices, darling. Anyway, are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? More like 14 months that I'm dealing with you. I wish you'd go away, darling, but even at the thought of, oh, villain, go away, you start crying, and it's, no, don't abandon me, Goddaddy, please, Goddaddy. I'd be so lost without you, Goddaddy. Say easy in my ear slowly, Goddaddy, it's all that. So don't act like you're the one being punished, it's quite the opposite. Rain, save me from this fucking villain. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Ah, there's the reference right there, darling. Monica. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Eh? Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for today, okay? Fine, darling. Your reactions aren't as funny as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are! Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Not spacing out, there's a very troubling look on your face. Now, I already know what it is, darling, but nevertheless. Sorry. I was just thinking about Astarion. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh. Is everything all right? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. No, darling, go seek professional help. Me personally, I'm on bupropion, which is the generic of Wellbutrin, and lamotrigine, which is the generic of Lamictal, just to balance things out. Because one of the common side effects of Wellbutrin is it makes one prone to crying spells, you see. And so the Lamictal, being a mood stabilizer, it rather cuts that out, and between the two medications, I feel myself again. And that's all. Anyway, back to it. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else. Well, alright. If you weren't such a dullard, you would see that there's something desperately wrong. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Bastard, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but, have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast recently. And that's 5 minutes. Thank you, villain, for another funny redeem. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, bastard. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Hey, are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, bastard. Dumb fuck. Hey, how on earth would you come to that conclusion? 'Cause your childhood friend, she has a fucking crush on you, dipshit. Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Hey? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori, always like that. It's a good trope. She's always been full of sunshine. Not any different now than it always has been. So funny, bastard. Man, Monica had to dip. You hear Monica calling me a bastard. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Yeah, real hoops right there. Ah, I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? You know the world. I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. This is a modded version of... This is the vanilla version of Plus. So, no mods. Maybe I'll come back to this and mod it. For now, this was the... I wanted to play a game to fulfill the horror game subathon goal. And knowing that I had this game, like, this was the one. Because, like, this is the closest game that I have to a horror game. There are games that I have with horror themes, but, like, you know, like 7 Days to Die doesn't try to scare you, so, like, it's not really a horror game. It's a fun shooter. So, like, you know. Are you bad with horror on a regular day? No, the opposite. Horror bores me. Horror bores me. Like, especially in recent days, like, horror has become so toothless. So, like, I'd rather, yeah. Like, I'd rather get stuck into, a game like Kingdom Come Deliverance, where it's like, just immerse me in a world, baby. I want to get lost roaming through Bohemia. Like, you know, give me some with a little meat on that bone. I'll try to talk to her later, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Like, I would be interested in playing me side, not so much. Well, the problem is the whatever, the peaceful mode, whatever the fuck it's called, isn't out yet. But like, I would be interested in playing me side to go through that story and to then do like that last bit. Because I would love to see like almost like the psychological element of like, oh, you actually get to play through, you know, as if everything is normal and you are just, you know, surrendering your life happily to this homicidal robot. Like, that seems interesting to me. Doki Doki is one of the few games that, like, to me is not just a horror game, but, like, even, like, a halfway effective horror game. Like, this is... Doki Doki was a throwback to a time when horror was horrifying. You know? So, this had to be the horror game that I played. Like, how much do I care about her, them letting this wean me down so much? Fear and Hunger is not a horror game. Also, there's way too much literal penis in it. Like, you know. But anyway, now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone! After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. The club room. Why don't we share our poems now? I already read mine. Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. Wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Fuck your father, yeah. You know what? Hold on. Ooh, hold on. That's an old... I can't take credit for that. That's an old Game Grumps bit. Then I had a dream and this crab was like, fuck your father, fuck your father, fuck your father. I don't know what that was about. That poem kind of works, but I'm probably not going to read that. The meter on this is goofy, but I'll read it anyway. This was a limerick in kind of goofy meter, but I'll read it anyway. Behold the three witches working their brew of lizards and frogs and eyelashes too. But don't take them for vile. They have charms to beguile. They each kissed me thrice. I jump in their stew. There you go. Brand new poem. I've written some non-saucy limericks. But, like, you know, I had to break you off with a little bit of a saucy limerick. Alright, here we go. This is your best one so far. Really, really nice, bastard. Thanks. True poetry. Yeah, that's right. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Eh? Of course! Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, bastard. Still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Honestly, Yuri's poem's kind of weak. Like, they're alright, but, like, her first poem was straight cheeks. I think her second one was pretty good. She's I'll say it. She's overrated as a poet. Call me your Yuri role player, and I'll say it to her fucking face. Right within I think it's extra challenging to write poetry within a structure. But if you can write a poem within a structure, like a sonnet, or, you know, whatever, like, you can get some real good poems out of that. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. Natsuki's aight, you know. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait! Of course I do. That doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. Rosie! Now, Rosie, don't think I don't recognize you. Don't think that, you know, just because it's first time chat, I ain't gonna recognize one of my Blue Sky friends. Come on now. I'm a legend like that. I'm the legend of the earth. Call me the Iron Sheik. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. You've been perceived. Yeah, hold that. Smoked. Hold on, I got something for you. Hold that. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No, not like this. Tough. How are you though, Rosie? No. Wait, what? Hold on. This is the only thing exciting about my life, so sometimes it's easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. I'm well. How you be? I'm doing alright. Doing better than I thought I would be doing, which is something, to say the least. But, you know, I'm here. I'm hooping. Bastard. I don't deserve this. It's not about what you deserve or don't deserve. Too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden, enjoying summer break since college is over. Hell yeah, that's what's up. You had fun with everyone else instead. This would be so much easier. Sayori! I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. That's not how this works. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, bastard. Just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? All that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori! Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. No, you get hugged. Hi, bastard! Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Hell yeah. Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people is my jam entirely, IRL. I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Kind of funny. A little bit funny, then again, no. Tell everybody this is your song. Hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind. There, that's what I was looking for. I hope you don't mind that I put into words. Anyway, enough Elton John. Oh, so, no, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. Surprised you're so in sync with her. Oh, it's intentional. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see, I see. That reminds me. About how Sayori's been a little bit off today. Yeah, did she tell you something? Well... Bastard, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. Well, you know how I respond to being perceived? Join your fucking Discord, you know what? Smack the shit out of you, you beautiful bastard. Welcome to the Discord. I will hug you. With your consent. Piece of shit. Fuck. Well, come get this fucking hug then. You sack of feces. Come get hugged. Here, matter of fact, I got you. Watch this. Think I'm playing around. Sack of poorly packaged condoms. Ooh, poorly packaged used condoms. Ready for a fucking landfill. Fuck yeah. This is the energy. And the villain is, you know, doing villain things, but what else is new? Wunderbar. Alright, where are we? Day after day, I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. I'm the legend of the Earth. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star, glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow, I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning. There is no purpose. And we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend, I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. The small collection of scuffed fricks. I feel like you're missing one. But I could be mistaken, villain. No, because I got one for me. Pretty sure I got you yours. I think I got you yours. I know I got Safi's theirs. And Zed got his own. So here's the best part. Yeah, the animated. Break him off with that animated, frick. Yeah, alright. Need to lock in here again. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. The villain keeps acting like she's lurking, but she's not actually lurking. She's just trying to be a pain in the ass and waiting for her moment to, like, really double down on being a pain in the ass. I know how your little tiny brain works, villain. Ugh. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? No. It would just kind of mean that you've discovered the meaning of everything, so you're no longer curious about more things. You would perceive things as having lost their meaning, but you know their meaning. It's the... Things lose the possibilities of meanings, the perception of meanings that you might have, where something could be this, that, or the other, and you learn, no, this is what this is. So, the world doesn't lose its meaning. If you're looking for a greater meaning in the world just exists. Enjoy your ride. Like, just be here. Live. That's as simple as that. You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Because it's easier to, you know... Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? You know, you could write about some nice things. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. She knows, chat. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? No. I've been opening up my old notebooks. It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, I want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. Much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. Almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm gonna put you on my laptop while I work on a fanfiction so my phone can charge. Understandable. Not a worry at all. Dare I ask the subject of your fanfiction? Would the old man even know? Mario related. That's what's up. You know, let's go Natsuki. It's summer, baby. Actually, I think it's still spring, but like, you know. Oh man. It's seriously a step backwards. Shut the hell up! Hey? I liked your last two way better than this one. I mean, excuse me. I mean, especially the series I'm a big fan of called Ask Mario. I've heard of that. Ask Mario is familiar to me. It rings a bell. I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things. As long as you're not just trying to impress Yuri or something like that. Gross. Shut up. Okay. Like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? I post about it a lot, so that's probably why. Could be. Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Hey? No, gross! It's not like I care. Just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, been a bit. I'm doing my best, you know, to keep my sanity. I mean, I guess I'm being more successful than not. I really need to get cracking on my thing for the Anime League conventions. Like, I gotta do that. I gotta lock in on that for real. Then my sanity will take a huge boost. Basically, this guy, Slick Frame, locks Mario, Luigi, and Bowser in a room and subjects them to the internet. Oh! Oh, that sounds awesome! Now that you mention it, I think I did hear it from you. I think that's why it's ringing a bell. But thank you, Gino, for the self-care. Let's get a big body stretching. Go. How are you? Well, I mean, I know you've been looking for a new home. Hopefully you're finding some level of success there. It's so awesome I've been able to befriend Slick Frame, which I'm still baffled by. Holy shit. That's really cool. I'm happy for you. That's, alright, cool. That's, not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. Kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Good. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Yeah, you deserve that. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. At some point, I'll show it to you, your server. They're about to have another episode of Princess Daisy. Yeah, for sure. Throw it in pics and vids. Oh, I know. I'm trying to keep what's up to my sanity. Won't go into it here, but things are worse than... Oh my god. I hope that, you know, I genuinely hope that things turn around for you quickly. Because you don't need all that in your life. And I know last time we talked, or last time I had a major update, things were pretty bad. To hear that they're still trending in the wrong direction is heartbreaking. So I hope that your fortunes turn soon. Don't worry, I was too. Because we're all joking. How the hell do you call that a joke? Seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point of the elbow. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. Ah, I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. Ooh, this is a good poem. Maybe. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought in a way you thought had left you long ago. Oh, AAAB, CCCB, DDDB. Anyway, let me not analyze this poem. Let me get back to the top here. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Ooh, I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. This is a song. I'll be the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Ooh! You should have broke Sayori off with that. Well, the kiss part, I don't know if Sayori would be down with that, but, like, aside from that, yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something, a nice message for once. Yeah, that's what's up. Besides, the beach is awesome. Okay, sweetie. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. I mean, I could. I don't want to, but I could. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. And I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. Yeah, that's what's up. At the very least, it was good practice. Should I show my poem to next?
Show it to Yuri.
Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. Guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. What? Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Okay, bot. Get out of here. Ah. Seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? Almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. More foreshadowing. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. I have to pee again. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Your urination is fine. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. That's so. I hope she's alright. Seriously? All the time to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Hey, chill the fuck out. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. Second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. We might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Useless. No, it's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a... But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere! Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Her mind is already racing, I say. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, bastard. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's... Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give to you. Hey, yo! It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Master may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. Therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Bastard to... What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. Baking isn't. So what do you think? Guys! Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Bastard to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Please. Can we just settle this already? Yeah, Bastard, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Monica. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me! Hold on one second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. Hey, but... I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already the most suitable... Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. A Bastard was the one who... It doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. Scare? You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. True. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know? We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. You're going to do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Bastard to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. You have a preference, Bastard? Sayori. I mean, it's going to be anyone that I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, and... But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No! Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Think of the club, okay? Fine. Yuri. I'll probably be most helpful helping out Yuri. Me? You serious? Shut up, you're next. You serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No! I was just saying... Ugh. You'll be helping Yuri then, Bastard? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. I think your assistance will be very useful. It's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, it should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. You feel the same way, Bastard? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. Good enough for me! What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki! What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Bastard picked me. Shut up. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So... I get it. Kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. You're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. Now, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. Better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. Alright, it was just a playback that fucked up. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. The slight playback on my end on my monitor got goofy, and I was concerned that maybe the stream went down. No, it's fine. Yay. Anyway, sorry, we're locked back in again. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Hey? I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. Can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay, then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Hey? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Yeah, sure, alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. Not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. Hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. She ain't nearly as creative as she thinks either. Don't underestimate yourself, bastard. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. Difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. Just to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Hey? I didn't realize. Telling you I want to. All there is to it. You believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After the exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Can't believe this. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? I feel like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Content warning, depression, self-hate. So get ready, y'all. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. Not like we text each other all the time or anything. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? No, but, you know, nothing you can really do. I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than ask her, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Pretty strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, bastard! I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. Because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. Really natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep! There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I can hide plenty from you. You're fucking dull as shit. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. It's no good, bastard. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? It's all my fault. Relax. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. Tweaker? If I didn't make that stupid mistake. Then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Just wants to torture me. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. Really put me in a trap, bastard. You activated my trap card! But... you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, bastard? Guess I have no choice this time. Thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. You know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? 'Cause you're dumb! Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Alright. Choose your words more carefully, dipshit. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. Yeah, that's the line. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, bastard. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. My life was going to school and reading manga. Can't believe I said manga. Christ. The days of anime. I just read manga and watch anime. Like, I ain't doing shit in my life. I don't want to be cared about. Bittersweet when people try to care about me. Feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club felt like a spear going through my heart. So, that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. You kinda do. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, bastard. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. It's not... Oh, calendar 2017. I feel like there's some hints back here, but not really. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Ah! Bastard! Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. I make friends with everyone else, and that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Bastard! Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Bastard. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. You have no power to do that. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, bastard. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. It's really scary, too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. Going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? At what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Oh, here we go again. Where the Ron pad thinks I'm calling for her. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. All days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel... No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. Give me another. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over, too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah! Thank goodness. You're a little early. God, that sweater, though. We're not that turtleneck. We're not going to talk about it. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that, for some reason. It'd be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. Boom, 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 boom. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. So clean. Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh, so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so very considerate of you to do. No, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. Do you? I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, did we get started? Yes, yeah, get out of that sweater. What? Get out of that sweater. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. Would help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. That bad thing? No, not at all. Something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. Kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. Relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I brought some black tar heroin. Oh, wait, no. My bad. It's crazy. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh, yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. Essential oil diffusers are fucking amazing. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. I had to get a big back scratch. Ah, is that so? One of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. Sure. Thank you, villain, for self-carification. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection, almost like magic. Don't you think I'm so sexy? I'm just so fresh, so fresh and so clean. It's a Lucius Scott. All right. That's such a good fucking song. Sorry. Distracted myself with good music. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. Just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It's a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. Yeah, whatever you say. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? Does sound suitable. You seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? So we're just flexing our vocabulary? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Would also catch the eye of those passing by the room, true. It may attract some to peek inside. It's really creative. I know I do. You'd be so good at this, Yuri. That's so. Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, bastard. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Hey? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. Looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? You promise you won't be weirded out? Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I mean, we know what's up with that, like, for real, for real. At the same time, though, knives are pretty awesome. I can't help it. I mean, my cousin has been studying Iaido for fuck knows how long. I think his sensei is having him, like, jump the line to Yondan because of just how good he's been. But it all just kind of became based on loving swordplay and you know, all of these different things. And, you know, now he's real good at sword. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. No, I think you're awesome. Well, I would think you're awesome if I didn't know, you know, where this was going, but... If I didn't know where this was going, I think you were fucking amazing that you were into knives. Like, that shit is awesome. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. It's a fucking cool thing to be into, Mark. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool-looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. How's your edge alignment like? Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Dumbass! Ow! Bastard! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. It's a fucking knife! Like, you can kinda, sorta, keep knives razor sharp. You can certainly keep it more razor sharp than a sword. Because, like, you're not expecting to do as much, like, heavy cutting with it. You're not expecting it, like... Especially because, like, knives, like, you tend to use... Well, daggers where it tend to be used more for, like, stabbing. But, like, you weren't really necessarily going to use a knife to cut anything, like, heavy duty. So, like... There wasn't really as much of a risk of you using a knife in a way where you were going to chip the blade if you kept it razor sharp. So you could kind of keep it razor sharp. Sword, on the other hand, like, the way you're going to be swinging it, the way that you would be fighting with it, you never wanted to keep that razor sharp. You wanted it to have a cutting edge, but, like, you would have to work on things like edge alignment to be able to cut effectively with it without making it razor sharp, specifically so that, you... like, didn't wear the blade out as quickly. So you're welcome. I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. No. A whole drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. You're squeamish. I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Oh! I forgot how much of a freak she is. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, It's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I mean, Monica's still best girl, but holy shit. I'm sorry. Sure was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? I mean, there's that, like... You could try to play it off as, like, that first instinct of, like, whenever you cut yourself, the first thing you want to do is, like, lick the wound clean. Like, lick the blood off. I feel like that would be one of those things, like, if I just shifted... Like, if somebody had... poked their finger... After it was a cute girl that I liked, like, kind of, like, pricked their finger, was bleeding, I feel like... I would have to at least take a moment of concentrated effort to remind myself not to lick the blood, not to lick the wound. Then again, I also probably wouldn't grab her hand either. So, like, you know, I guess there are layers of differences in this scenario where I wouldn't have done what she has done. But, like, I can understand the instinct. Like, even on some not as freaky shit to, like, oh, lick the wound, lick the blood up. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? Might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. You're dumb. Bastard! Did you really just do that? Oh, we're even. That's not... You know what? You just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. So weird, bastard. Fuck you! You licked blood! You don't... I could have had a disease! Like... You know... Maybe I picked up something hereditary. I don't know if my parents were HIV positive. You could have gotten yourself something. Yuri giggles shyly. Hey? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where did you keep your bandages? Or where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. Looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it! What did you have in mind? I like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. Sorry, 1 second. Alright, we're back. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. You mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. I'll be back in a jiffy. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Hold on. Hold on. I got a feeling for this. Oh, not that. Where's the fucking button to collapse this? Oh, there it is. Alright, I didn't need to worry about it. Anyway, this is my feelings on all of this.
Don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care.
Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. I had to run that knife over her arm. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I like to paint a gradient across the banners, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me.
I say hello, and then I fucking punch her in the throat. But not really.
Sorry, one sec. I'm being a dirty little so and so. Dog, what the fuck is happening? Tweaker shit. Hold on. Why are these just not working? No, it's fine. Alright, let's lock in again. Ron said not locking in. Instead, getting himself distracted. Alright, lock in, Ron. Come on, buddy. Back at it. Yuri smiles at me. You say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. Kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. I don't remember doing anything like that in my elementary school art classes. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? I see a mark in my list of users. Yeah. It is fun. I should stop using mark as an insult, because that's a Vince Russo thing. But it's also addicting to do. Glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. Yeah, you do crazy things at home. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. Real introvert shit. I can relate to that on a deep level. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. That's so. Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, or simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I'm happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my hand to bump into hers. Yeah! Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? Oh, that reminds me of a story. Oh, I don't know if I should tell this story. I probably could. Like, it's probably fine. Because it was something that happened. It was something that happened. At this point, at least 20 years ago. Like around 20 years ago. That just. What just happened just there in game made me think of that. So I was in science class in, was it even high school at this point? I think it was no, I think it was middle school. Yes, this was like a little more than 20 years ago. Damn. I'm old. Anyway. I was sitting in my desk. Like there was a group project happening. Sorry, I keep getting myself distracted. There was a school project that was happening, and we were all just kind of like sat around doing whatever. Or the villain is being a villain, and I want to smack her, but it's fine. In any event, we're all like we had a bunch of people. There was a group project happening. I was put my little desk into a square formation with some of my friends that we were working on. And there was a lot of chatter all around us. Things were happening. So like I wasn't like super aware of like everyone's position. But I stretched, I leaned back. I need to do a big stretch, so I lean back. Starting to do this now because I kind of had to stretch just IRL as well. But I leaned my arms back for a big stretch. My hands are open because, I'm just kind of stretching everything. And I suddenly feel something warm in my hand, what clearly feels like warm flesh. And the moment I feel it, I like pull my hand away and I turned around and I just realized, I accidentally like kind of grabbed a girl by her probably like upper thigh. I didn't quite see where my hand landed because, basically the moment I felt like, oh, I'm touching something or I'm touching someone specifically, my hand immediately whipped back and I looked up in shock. And just, like, trying to do the math, the geometry on it, I'm like, oh, I think I, like, kind of grabbed a girl by mistake. And I remember, like, obviously she looked back at me in shock because, like, I'm not, bad touch, accidental bad touch. And I'm like, oh, I look back and I remember very casually going, oh, I'm sorry. That's all I said. And she doesn't say anything. Like, she clearly looks upset, which, should be, by all means. And I look at my friend, and just this panic sets in on my face. I'm like, oh my god, why did I say it like that? Like, I remember having this notion of, like, I was so in shock at what I accidentally did that, like, couldn't even fully process, like, oh, I did a really bad thing until, like, a second later, and I remember being like, oh, I really wanted to express, like, how much of an accident that was, and I really wanted to express how much, like, how legitimately sorry I was for what was very legitimately an accident. And just, like, that little moment of, like, everyone just, like, oh, we reach out, we touch, and we, like, the moment I immediately feel skin pull hand back, it just made me think of that time. I'm like, oh, damn, I'm so sorry, Autumn. I didn't mean to do that to you. I legitimately did not know you were behind me. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. There's something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. You know, shout out Satchley. Satchley did some really great art for this game. Satchley did, like, a lot of the post-Doki Doki stuff that came out. Satchley killed it. This image sucks. The eyes are way too far apart. Like, it's nasty. We don't fuck with this. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah, she looks like an alien. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Hey? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. He looks into my eyes. An intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jazz and oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. Yeah, that's what it is. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. Also, thank you, Villain, for the self-care again, you little brat. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. Now, let me redeem these. Little. Get him off the queue. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty impressive and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? It's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Whew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Is that wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work, tweaker. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. It's still the same amount of time spent with each other, so, like, what are you talking about? And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her thoughts, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. Sounded like she really rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. Nah, she wanted to kiss you. She wanted, sparks of romance to happen. And his big sad girl hours that it didn't. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. Guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait! I kind of say without thinking. I need to check something real quick. Sorry, bear with me. Alright, yeah, I should be fine as long as I kind of order quickly-ish after. I'm thinking about dinner. I will make sure that I'm, you know, good on being able to do everything. Because I think I'll be able to stay the full, you know, this last hour. I kind of say that without thinking. What did you kind of say without thinking? I need a reminder. Oh, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait! Oh, that's the part. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot, you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're a very thoughtful bastard. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Whoa! Relax. Kind of like that about you. Well... How am I supposed to respond to that? Yo, back up. You needed better art for this. But I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Hey? Hi, bastard. Sayori! Just now, we weren't... Oh, my bad. Don't hide that. Bring it back. Okay, bastard. But how do... Oh, yeah, right click. What? I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. Sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. Sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurriedly hurries off. I need to save, because there might... I don't know if plus, like... If there's a way to fuck this up, this run, of doing what I want to do, but we'll see. You know, we're gonna hoop. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri. I mean, shit. I tend to prefer girl on girl, but... Sorry, what were we... No, I'm kidding. That's crazy. How close you got to her. Makes me really happy. You're lying. That you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, bastard? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Relax. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, bastard. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, well, you got much more time. I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel pain until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. Put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. Scared bastard. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? Scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Bastard. I like you so much that I want to die. Chill out. That's how I feel. And... Enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. You remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. No, you don't, and that's what I'm going to give you. That's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori. I love you. Sayori, I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, God, you're dumb, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you truly... Oh, never mind, you're not as dumb as you look. And it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day. You by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. Bastard. That's just... cheeky little Steve. Why does this look like a fucking rocket or a bullet or something just flying through the air? Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Bastard. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. Love you, bastard. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. Why? And now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? Not going away at all, bastard. Okay, Sayori. Might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. All that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I... Let's save again. God damn it. Sayori and I... What was the line? Slowly release each other. So... I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. Really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, bastard. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. Girl, you need SSRIs. It's fine. I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Quick save again. I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me. I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Shut up. Oh, my bad. I did the wrong save. Okay. Actually, real quick. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, could be a breath. Uh-huh. Yeah. And yeah. And yeah. Protagonist. Key art of Monica Sarah, drawn by Kagefumi, that was originally planned to be the official DDLC artwork. Oh, shit. Wait, what? In Act 1, try both Sayori and Monica for We Can Help before choosing it. Yeah. That's what's up. I didn't even, I just kind of felt like the vibe. These are all, just whatever credits. All right, here we go. So if we were playing the normal version, this would have populated at some point within our actual computer. All right, cool. Within our actual, hard drive and not the virtual one. This is a scratch list. Now, use this for sensitive things. You need access to files from the encrypted share file. Copy them to your disposable drive and plug it directly into the thin client. Do not copy them here. Rhea is working on setting up a proxy mail server so we can have proper remote communication without having to worry about the higher ups. Keep everything offline until then, Paula. So here's where, files happen, I guess. I don't know why I'm wasting time on this. But can I delete this? No, that's fine. Brad. I think one of them is. Hold on. I think there are certain clues. I think one is 1, 3, 0. And then you would have to actually open this at the time of change your internal clock to 9:15. Yeah. Characters? Let me not delete anything just yet, because we don't need anything getting fucked up here. Anyway, back to the game. Actually, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Hola. We're gonna briefly open that one file, because I can. Just time and day. Time automatically off. We're gonna set this to 9:15 a.m. Quick. Wait, why are you still showing that? Oh, because the time never changed. Yeah, my bad. My bad. Hello? Why didn't it change? The time automatically is off. Change time to 9:15 a.m. Why is the time not changing? Dog. Switch the fucking time. The time automatically is off. 9:15 a.m. We are successfully hitting the change button. I don't think the VPN wouldn't affect this in any way. I gotta close the game anyway for the thing to change as it should. Yeah, sync now. We don't really care about that. AM 9:15. Oh, there we go. I don't know what the hell went wrong, but sure. All right, quick. Launch. I give it an extra minute because the game doesn't want to launch now. Library. Come on, baby. Play Doki Doki. What is what? Hold on. Let's maybe close out that storefront entirely. Now let's see what happens if the game will actually, launch again. Wait, why is Epic not launching all of a sudden? If you're wondering why I got this game on Epic, because I got it because it was free. What the fuck just happened? Fine, open file location. There you go. Library, here you go. Launch game. There you go. All right, we're good. We're good. We're back. We're back. What is even the help key? Where is that on my keyboard? I think there's a help key. I could be tweaking. Maybe not. All right, let's go. Oh, God. Because that one is factoring in. Okay, got it. But that's fine. We can fix that. God, the things we do. Date and time, please. Adjust the time. No, we're not adjusting time automatically. Just for daylight savings, though. Yes, please. Change that. 9:15 a.m. We'll do 9:14 because, you know, we're expecting goofiness. There you go. All right. Now we're back. Yep, and there's a goofiness. Where apparently, like, once I adjust time and day, the game, like, everything on Epic is just like, wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean I need to work? Yeah, you need to work. Start loading things, please. Buddy. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now files, internal, 130. Gotta wait for one more minute and then this will open. And then we'll go back, we'll readjust the time to fix everything back to the way it should be, and then, you know, we'll spend the last, you know, whatever, 30 minutes. Oh, we'll probably speed through a lot of this, because it's probably going to be a lot of the same dialogue. Anything that reads as familiar we'll speed through. All right, here we go. Lib, promising work on quote-unquote recording simulation activity in a into playable script. Playable equals observable form, not a game. Stay focused, Dive. Pretending to type important things while waiting for everyone to get back on topic. 4:30 still target end time. Assigning names to simulated entities for easier reference. A, B, C, D should suffice. 1, 2, 3. Using quote-unquote real names only encourages treating them like pets rather than simulated entities. Everyone is trying to come up with stupid names now. Control simulation. Create identical VM virtual machine. Create identical virtual machine without entity A having elevated access permissions. Seems unlikely. Nothing has come close so far. Clone virtual machine 1. Same elevated access but prevent the entity from discovering it. Seems tricky, but plausible. Meeting over time again. And keyboard smash. There you go. We have discovered our first thingy. Data collected, 37%. That's cool. We're going to back out of there, and we're going to dip. Very nice. Everything is back to where it should be. Meaning the game doesn't want to... Oh, the game is actually going to launch. That's cool. 344 is probably another hint. I just realized. Ah, new picture. Oh. Wasn't a new picture at all. Just telling me, oh, you found these again. Yes, we know. These are not new, but, you know, whatever. Does it still say 37%? Yeah. Was it 344, I think was one? Yeah. That's something we'll probably have to figure out later to open. But anyway. Back to it, baby.
Okie dokie.
Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with... Yep. All right, so now we're switching, and the target is... Natsuki. Okay. Pout is a 2-word. That's going to be good for her. We'll go pout, sure, why not? Shopping. Another 2-word for her, sure, why not? Warm is not one of her words. Kvesh. Not one of her words. Amazing is not one of her words. Penis is not one of her words. Extraordinary is not one of her words. Contamination, no. Misfortune, no. Charm? No. Clumsy. Hold on. Warm is a Sayori word. Question is a Yuri word. Amazing is a Sayori word. Extraordinary is a Sayori word. Contamination is a Yuri word. Misfortune is a Sayori word. Charm is a Sayori word. Clumsy is a Sayori word. Effulgent. Probably not pronouncing that right. Is a Yuri word. Oh, none of these are for Natsuki. That's not good. Oh, whatever. Yeah, sure, whatever. Lollipop. Romance. Yeah, sure, lollipop. Imagination is not one of your words. Laugh is not one of your words. Starscape is not one of your words. Playground is. Okay. Party is not one of your words. Kitty is... Sure, we'll take kitty. Kitty cat, kitty. Touch the little calico is feeling Hello Kitty. Journey is not one of your words. Fluffy is. Sure, hold that Fluffy. Covet. No. Uncanny, no. Adventure, no. Dream, no. Pink, yes. Cheer, no. Tone, no. Fireworks, no. Peace, yes. Or headphones here. Have peace. Pure is one, but we could do better. Scars, no. Inferno, no. Comfort, no. Tears, no. Incapable, no. Massacre, no. Play, might be. No. Rose, no. Love? Hold on. What do we mean? Oh, no, appears one of your words. Not bad. I think it's the only word here. Double check. Yeah, no. Inferno. No. Comfort. Yeah. Tears. Yeah, that's not one of your words. Capable. Oh, is incapable one of your words? Who was incapable? I'm not seeing it here. Ah, the villain has a doggo. Oh, and you want Starion. This little fucking brat. It would be funny if I were to ban you, just for fun. Alright, back to it, darling. Well, regardless. I do have a word that's yours. Bothering me that I cannot find the word for incapable. I want to look it up, because it's going to haunt me if I don't find it. Ah, it's a Yuri word. I shouldn't be surprised. Well, nevertheless. Anyway, darling. The villain thinks she's so cute. You know what would scare the villain entirely? I'm going to send the villain a screenshot of something that I think would terrify her. It's because she's being such a little brat that I feel like I have to do it. One moment. Actually, this is fine. Siri, take a screenshot. Wonderful. Now then. Let me send you something that would be so fucking funny. There you are, darling. I want to see your reaction to that, darling. Go ahead and give your reaction live. Anyway, back to my list. Regardless. Oh, little fool you are. Right, anyway, darling, where was I? Yes, pure is one of your words, Natsuki. Back to focusing up. Vitality is certainly not one of your words. Music? Not. Explode? No, not quite. Mouse is one of your words, but surely we'd find better. Oh, surely not. Or perhaps not. No, electricity. Waterfall? No. Ah, candy! There we are, darling. That'll do. Parfait. Parfaits are quite delicious. There we go. Ah, it is so good to terrify and horrify you, darling. You deserve it. Vacation. Not one of your words. Or trait, perhaps. No, not quite. Misery, no. Destiny, no. Marriage, no. Sadness, no. Pain, no. Cheeks, of course. Who would have thought? Anyway, that's 5 minutes, you little shit rat. Ooh, get my mic. Sparkle. No. Hopeless, no. Landscape, no. Vivid, no. Skirt, yeah, it's one of yours. Hold that. Insight, no. Variance, no. Heartbeat is one of yours. We could do better, probably. In fact, we can right here with vanilla. Unstable is not one of your words. Fear is not one of your words. Ah, papa. Papa, why is your word here? Fun is not one of your words. Sensation is not one of your words. Anime is. Okay. Stickia is one of your words. So is nightgown. Oh, but nightgown sucks as one of your words, so I have sticky. Swimsuit's one of your words. And finally, Rise not one of your words. Sunset's not one of your words. Determination's not one of your words. Disarray, no. Loud? No. Dance? No. Desire? No. Sunny? No. Games? Yeah, games. Okay. Hi again, bastard. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Haha, no worries. Might be a little strange for me. At least I kept my word. Back to the Literature Club. It was the last one to come in, so everyone already is hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, bastard. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst in literature. I'm not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sari told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Yeah. You guys, best ways, yeah. Yeah, we know. Really good friends, aren't you? Might be a little jealous. Alright, something nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry, made something big. That was really not. What do I do? Here. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. There, thank you. Let's definitely read this. I do have to take the book. Ooh, thank you. You can read it at your own pace. I've heard it. Yeah, great. Monica having a tree conversation in the corner. Here's cool. Ugh, I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I say, there's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. A box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I don't know about that. I think ants crawling through your bathtub is. I know that feel. I get a close look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. He points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. The tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, bastard. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Hey, what's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that! You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. Only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously! You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. Well, that just helps you get to know the characters. Besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they all get in... Like, when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. So good! So many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen... It just means that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. It's just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Because you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? That's very moe. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished, what? Oh. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. Say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Huh? Ah. You don't? It's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Do not rub it in. Please. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? And here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Hey, yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. Stark contrasts to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone! Hey, are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry! I just needed to make sure we have enough time. So you do look pretty cozy over there. Hey? Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said... Don't be dumb, just take it home with you. Hey? That really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home, if you say so. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. If it gets bent, I'll kill you. Like tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then! I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share that with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poem. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf or for a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright, new poem. No poem! I got rid of the poem! Okay. I'm gonna read this one. I'm gonna bust out another sonnet for you. I'll not compare thee to a simple stone. No diamond ever unearthed dare to shine. As bright as thee, the mere thought asinine, with touch softer than any red rose grown. The point I shan't belabor nor bemoan. Mine heart I give to thee, thy joy is mine. The joy thou'st feel, I'll build into a shrine, eternal as an alabaster throne. I love you, I cannot be more direct. I'll not compare thee to a summer's day, or make some other pithy metaphor. Nor in my words some pompous tone affect. I love you, other words get in the way. I love you, always and forevermore. Not bad. Not my best work, but that's alright. That's alright. Told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. Probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Hey, then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? What I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I'd be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that, then. Are you pretty sure you never actually said that? I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles, monkeys, crickets, horses, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But there's no point. Yeah, your writing's not gonna. Yep. Yeah. I think that's all stuff that we read the first time. Alright. I think we'll go to Sayori. Yuri's might be not unique dialogue. This is a good poem, bastard. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. But to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, bastard, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. Can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Yeah, we did it last night. Well, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. Just keep an house. Sure, yeah, it sounds like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs on toast. Yeah, cool. It's bad to skip breakfast and get all cranky. Much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. Don't forget. We're the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. We did all that before. Monica. Hi, bastard. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring them up, okay? Bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. First, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. The sort of barrier. Yeah, that's true. I like it, bastard. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No, it kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. She's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. You say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. Sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. Hey. So you think that Natsuki's kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning, they might not be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. Sure, I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. I don't think you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Well... Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I'm pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Let's see. Well, let's read it then. Is this a new one? Hole in a wall. Couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina is already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. Just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. He on the other side was looking in. That feels new, so what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Yeah, it's not great. There's a lot of poems I've been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. Just for yourself. Yeah, okay. Yep, cool. We're gonna go ahead here and just wrap up there. With the funny picture. Oh, alright, my bad. Oh, yeah, I was thinking of... Okay. Ah! A poem from Sayori, distributed at special events in the past. Okay, so we never actually read this one. There once was a ladybug. It was so small, it took a really long time to... because my thing is in the way, so I have to read it from here. There once was a ladybug. It was so small that it took a really long time to crawl from here to there. It was very tiring to fly for too long. Nobody squishes ladybugs because they're cute. I squish ladybugs all the time because they're fucking nasty. Especially the Japanese ladybugs, the invasive species. Fuck them, I hate them. And so the ladybug... nobody squishes ladybugs because they're cute. Does that make them better than other bugs? Do ladybugs know they're cute? I think they're too preoccupied with bug things. And so the ladybug crawled around and did bug things. The story wasn't really going anywhere. But I know you don't mind. I hope you think it's nice for being there anyway. Like ladybugs. Like this ladybug. The one who clings like a doof onto your sleeve because it knows you won't squash it. If it doesn't bug you, will you stay a while? Aw, that's sweet. Does it? Where we put Natsuki's things? And she does a little dance. Yeah, then we gotta obviously do... Yep, alright, that's cool. We're obviously not reading that right now, because, you know, we got shit to do. And, what a time to be alive. In this time of crime. An equal spot... I'm talking shit again, don't listen to me. Anyway! So yes, that's me, that's my time. I hope you had fun, I had fun, we're you know, chugging right along here. For those of you who managed to come out here and watch this live, love and appreciate you for watching this live. If you're watching this on Levad, I had a feeling I was going to lose a follow throughout today. I had a feeling something would happen. Was enjoying the background. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Also, this villain is being a stinky villain, as per usual. What else is new? If you're watching this on the VOD, I hope you join me live every Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tomorrow is a little bit of, whatchamacallit? What are we doing tomorrow? Help me. Brain, help me, please. Help me. Doki only follows bottoms, VT. Who the fuck even were you before all that, tweaker? Sorry. Got myself distracted. Tomorrow, the plan is to time a villain out for spamming. Not really. No. Tomorrow the plan is to do a little bit of WWE 2K25. Of course you do the knife because you're an evil little piece of shit. We're doing Backlash tomorrow. That is the plan. And so, they're very excited for that. And Adam came in just as I'm signing off. Nevertheless, oh, we're not even on the right screen. Damn it. There we go. Now we're fixed. My bad, yo. Wait, why is it not switching? Tweaker? Villain, I'm gonna smack you. Yeah. Yeah, scene, intro, outro. Whatever, you know what? You can hear me, and the rest of that is fine. It'll probably be fixed tomorrow. Anyway, so all of that said, who are we? Oh, let's raid Balkus, because she's. Yeah, we'll raid Balkus. Why not? Because she's getting ready to play, or she is playing. But thank you, Rios, by the way, for the compliment on stream. She's playing The Sims, so she's doing her Asylum challenge, so we're gonna go, hang out and do that. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Take care, be well. Hopefully I will see you all tomorrow for WWE 2K25. Let's just see if this works. Nope, I didn't think so. That's fine. All right, anyway, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, hopefully, anyway. Bye, everyone.